I made this tool because I'm cheap as f***. Let me explain. This M12 sale popped up on the Tool Deals YouTube channel, and even though I already have an M12 1/4" impact, I bought it anyway with plans to hack the deal and keep just the 6 amp hour M12 battery. If you like tools and aren't subscribed to the Tool Deals channel, you're really missing out. I'll put a link in the description so you can go subscribe after the video. When the tool came in, I thought to myself, what can I make with this $45 tool? Again, because I'm cheap. Then it came to me out of nowhere. Maybe I could turn it into an M12 1/4" impact. I don't have one of those. So, here we are. The clamshell is held together with 7 T10 Torx screws. Inside the battery slot, you have a metal tab that you need to pry up on a little tang, and then you can try not to shoot the tab across the room, never to be seen or heard from again. Slit the little sticker on top and you're in. Once the clamshell is split, you can tilt up the gear case and remove the gear case from the tool. Take note of how the gear case end cap is positioned. The section of the cap that doesn't have a ridge should be facing down and perpendicular with the tab on the bottom of the gear case. I used a plastic tool to pop off the end cap and remove the impacting assembly. There's a small retaining ring on the end of the 1/4" hex anvil that needs to be removed so that you can slide off the sleeve and expose the anvil spring that captures the little ball.
I think it's a mail plane. How can you tell? Well, didn't you notice its little balls? Little balls. The balls. It's a mail plane. It's a mail plane and the balls.
Now for the part that fought me. If you have a good quality set of snap ring pliers, then you shouldn't have as hard of a time as I did. I tried, I readjusted, I bent the tips of the snap ring pliers, I readjusted some more. Finally, after fighting with it for what seemed like an hour, I found the trick. I was trying to open the snap ring and pull it clear of the anvil. Do not do this. Instead, open the snap ring and tap the anvil down. You'll have to do this to get it out of the original groove and also to get it out of the groove on the tip that held the retaining ring in from before. From here on out, it's smooth sailing. I checked the measurements for both anvils and they were both the same, so no modification is needed. Looking at the parts diagram for each tool, the 1/4" hex impact driver does seem to have more mass in the impacting assembly, although I don't know how much of a difference it'll make in the tool's performance. The converted tool might hit slightly harder, but we're only talking about a 1/4" drive tool here. I bought the replacement anvil directly from Milwaukee for $38.50 shipped. The part number is 42-06-2552. When you add the anvil cost to the $45 that I paid for the tool, it comes out to $83.50. Home Depot sells the 2552-20 M12 1/4" impact wrench for a regular price of $179. That means I saved almost $100. The 1/4" hex driver is much more likely to go on sale, and I often see them for sale used on Marketplace, which is why this conversion makes sense. Do you know what else makes sense? Hitting that subscribe button.
Got him!
All you have to do now is lube the new 1/4" anvil with a little bit of super lube and start putting things back together. This tool is going to come in handy for me while taking apart vehicle interiors and other fasteners that don't require a ton of torque. I can have one tool set up for sockets and one tool set up for screws and not have to switch an adapter on and off. You can see that the amount of tool length that I save is pretty substantial. The converted bare tool with the socket measures 5.1 inches overall, while the 1/4" hex with an adapter measures 8¼ inches. That's a significant difference and can be useful when working in a confined space like under a dashboard. This tool was easy to make and will definitely come in handy in my shop.